Hello, everybody, and thank you for listening to Silly Goose Sports Talk. I am Big T.
And I am Skippy, and before we begin episode 13 of Silly Goose Sports Talk, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because it really helps us bring you the latest sports news. So, before we begin, announcement. Big T, you want to say that?
Yes, we indeed. So next week on Silly Goose Sports Talk, we will have 106.7 The Fans host and producer Adam Awad Epstein on the show to talk about Washington.
Someone was finally dumb enough to come on. Let's go!
Yeah. Yeah, so Adam has been an inspiration to me on the radio for a couple of years now. He's been my inspiration on wanting to go to radio, because you can be funny and you can get stuff done at the same time, and that's why I
And we
want
are
to be in
neither.
radio.
I mean, what?
Yeah. So, anyways, y'all just it's gonna be
stay
absolutely
tuned
awesome.
for next episode. That'll be fun.
This is an awesome dude. So y'all just stay tuned for next week. Be sure to send it to your friends because this is gonna be so fun to have this guy on.
Mhm.
And
We do have some good ideas for.
But before we do next week,
games.
we got to do this week. So how was your week, Skippy?
It was actually pretty good. So Friday this weekend, we have a cabin up in Shenandoah Mountains.
Ooh,
well,
nice.
It's actually my grandparents, so they own it. So sometimes, we go up pretty often ish. I say ish, like once every 2 months or so. So basically, cool. We went up for the weekend. So my sister is working. So it was only me and my little sisters, which is normally a concoction of madness. Somehow we did survive, but that's okay. I did win mini golf. We had to do the math for all the cards like 7 times because we couldn't get it right. We kept getting really weird numbers. So supposedly me and Poppy tied, but I'm not sure. I don't know how you know for sure because I need to get my dad to do that. All right. So how was yours?
It was actually pretty good. What did we do? Yesterday I watched the race and then went to church. Yeah, usual.
Just usual week. School started for me this week, so I'm actually skipping pre-algebra and going to algebra so I can catch up with myself because I had to do like 7th grade or 8th grade math again because we don't go into that.
Yeah, I had to repeat one math as well back in
so I'm doing like this math boot camp thing.
Oh,
and so it's like pre-algebra in 8 lessons.
Oh,
so it's like pre-algebra in like a week.
I did one of those. But for algebra 1, that was a pain.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing algebra 1. So nice. That's gonna be interesting.
So let's hop right into hockey. What's happening in Pittsburgh? Sure. We got a lot going on.
Oh, yeah. We have a boatload of stuff to cover. All right. So Penguins fired goaltending coach Michael Buckley and promoted Andy. Oh, good Lord. Chiodo to that position from goaltending development coach. So Buckley was the longest tenured member of the Penguins coach staff since starting within the organization in 2013. So he's out of here. Yep. And also we have the Penguins have everyone on the roster under contract. They agreed with the terms from Zach Aston Reese for a 1-year contract deal with a cap hit of $1.725 million. Jeez.
Money.
I swear, whenever there's like a contract for $1 million, I'm like, jeez, what am I doing?
Yeah, we're not even doing that yet.
Yes, they were able to avoid salary aggravation with the signing. Aston Reese will be available for unrestricted free agency next summer. Jeez Louise, there's more. Is there? Nope, your turn.
All right, so in Washington, Alex Ovechkin is targeting to pass Wayne Gretzky as the all-time NHL goal scoring leader. Currently sitting at 730 goals, he is 164 goals away. With his current average of 0.61 goals a game, he would need 4 healthy seasons to pass this record. Though because he's getting older, we know he's going to slow down, but we don't know how much. So that's why the Caps signed that long-term deal. and they need to keep him around as long as possible to get this new younger core up and running, and so they can hold their own before he can retire. So that's what's going on with the Caps. So also other NHL news: Evander Kane gambling allegations. There was something from his wife on Twitter that I only took a little bit of glance of, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. But nothing much came out of it, so yeah. So
I did
now
not hear about that.
NBA. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Jeez.
So a couple days ago, they announced that the Wizards signed Spencer Dinwiddie to a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
But then there was something with like a 5-team deal or something. So the Wizards acquire Spencer Dinwiddie from the Brooklyn Nets, guard Aaron Holiday, the rights to forward Isaiah Todd, and cash considerations from the Indiana Pacers, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Kyle Kuzma, and Montrezl Harrell from the Los Angeles Lakers in a 5-team trade. That's who they got. I know that Russ is out of town and that some other draft picks are gone. Oh, and also, good news. We re-signed Hal Neto, and the terms were not disclosed, though. In the NBA... Oh, this is I did not see this. The NBA the NBA announced Sunday.
We're organized.
The NBA announced Sunday afternoon that ahead of the start of its annual summer league, they will be enforcing rule changes enacted to this offseason to curb players attempting to use non-basketball moves to draw fouls. That's pretty smart because these people are just going ramming right into people, and then because of the rules, they're like, "Oh, he fouled me." Yeah, but you ran right into them. So, in a series of tweets from its NBA official Twitter account on Sunday afternoon, the league laid out the various ways it changed the rules in the offseason, including when a shooter takes shots by either leaning into or jumping into a defender in an abnormal way. An offensive player either abruptly goes sideways to a defender or simply stops in front of him, giving the defender nowhere to go but running into the offensive player. Shooters kick their legs either out or to the side in an unnatural way to draw contact with a defender. An offensive player uses his non-shooting arm to hook the defender. So it's good that the NBA is using their noggin. So yeah.
Definitely.
So baseball.
Yeah. All right. So for the first time, Fred Nats are somehow doing better than the rest of our teams. Who knows why? But
what does that say about Washington?
What does that say about Pirates at Washington and Orioles? They're all garbage apparently this week. So Fred Nats, we lost the first game 10-0, which is that's not what we call good. But we did win 4-1. Last game 3, 10-5. Lost game 4, 4-1. Lost game 5, 6-4, and we won 2-0.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad. Yeah, we haven't actually played against Fayetteville yet, so that's who we were playing against that week.
Yeah.
All right. So for Nationals, you want to take that one?
All right. For the big Nationals, Josiah Gray has been was very impressive in his Nats debut last Monday night. In the same game, Victor Robles became friends with a praying mantis in the outfit.
What?
So that was, he was playing with a mantis on his hat. Yeah, so that's
funny. That's
funny.
On
Saturday night,
look that up later.
So they were losing all week, and then so on Saturday night, Josiah Gray impresses again, and the Nats rally in the 9th inning with a Riley Adams game-winning home run, which is his first hit as a National. So that's really cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think it could have been his first major league home run. Do not quote me on that, but I think because we did not put that on the thingy thing.
That's pretty
cool.
Yeah.
On Sunday, Ryan Zimmerman tied a franchise record. I think it means franchise as in, oh yes, definitely Nats, not just Nats and Expos. Franchise record with 1,767 games played. Zimmerman already had plenty of other National/Expos records, plate appearances, at-bats, runs scored, hits, doubles, home runs, RBIs, and among others. But this record highlights his longevity with the only franchise with he's known.
Yeah.
All right, so we got swept by the Phillies, 7-5, 5-4.
Yeah, let's go through this. Let's go through it, and I'm just gonna show you how bad we're doing. So lost, won, lost.
But here's the thing. The thing I don't like here is that we have the runs. Our offense is there. It's just this pitching cannot hold up. Max is gone. Corbin is not the same. Strasburg is injured. Ross and Fetty are working their butts off, but they can only do so much. Josiah Gray is doing good, but he's young and he's not going to be there every night.
Yeah.
The bullpen is atrocious. It's
not good.
We need pitching.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so what's happening?
Pirates had 3 versus Brewers. So basically, we're not doing good. So lost game 1, 2-6. Lost game 2. Actually, no, we won game 2, 8-5. Then we lost. Then we played against the Reds and we lost. Game shutout in game 2, 10-0. So not good. But we do have some news with the Pirates. So for the first time since 2016, the Pirates will start the season at home. But geez, the Cardinals will come to PNC Park March 31st for a free game set to open the season. So
nice.
And in interleague play, the Pirates will be taking on teams from the American League East primarily. Jeez, I'm bad. I'm wrecking this. Going based on the year rotation, they should have the All West this year. Their scheduled games against the All AL
American League.
Excuse me, people. Their schedules against the AL East in the 2020 were canceled due to COVID-19 pandemic. And MLB revised schedules to only play opponents within the division or teams from the opposite league, same division.
Yeah.
So, and also we have the Yankees will come to PNC Park for a 2-game series on the July 25th and 26th. Red Sox will come on a free game set farm August 16th to 18th, as will the Blue Jays from September 2nd to 4th. Jeez, that was a mouthful. All right. We also have Orioles.
So the Orioles coming out of the gate after the All-Star break, they were going pretty well, but this week they kind of collapsed and they went 1-5. Matt Harvey has been pitching beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's a family podcast, I'm not allowed to say his nickname. So yeah. Other MLB news: Rangers utility man. He's a third baseman. For gosh dang it, took the mound and created history. What did he do, Skippy?
All right, this is actually in the potato of the week. So he threw a strike going 31 miles per hour, which is insane. So you know, like a softball pitch. So a softball pitch, they go straight. Well, when you're playing like in college, you know how it goes up and then down? That's basically what it was, but with a baseball. At 31 miles per hour, confusing the pitcher. The guy's like, huh? Hits it to the pitcher, gets thrown out. It was actually really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go in more into that in Potato of the Week. But we also have, as we enter the few final weeks of the season, let's take a look at some of the playoff races.
So in the NL East, things are getting really, really tight. The Mets had a rough week. They were like 2-8, and the Phillies went 8-2. The Phillies are now in first place, and the Mets are 2.5 games back, and Atlanta is closing. The Nats are fading. So I think Atlanta is going to come up and steal this because they have been in the mix all year, but they started terribly. But different from the Nats, they actually started winning. So, yeah.
Yeah.
AL West, the Oakland A's went 8-2 in their last 10, and the Astros went 4-6. What do you say about the Oakland A's, Skippy?
What do I say at the Oakland A's? So, who knows? Who knows how
What
this
I
is
have to
gonna
say
go?
about the Oakland A's, I say I want to see Jan Gomes hit a game winner for them. Jan Gomes has done so much for the Nationals, and he needs some sort of recognition, and I think an epic game-winning home run late in the season that could give them a division win would be amazing for him.
Yeah.
All right,
We'll see how
so
that goes.
now for your favorite, one of your favorite segments. Let's get to it. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. All right, I was not preparing. What's up? Do 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 do.
How about you keep the link open on the dad jokes and like don't just close it before the podcast?
Shush.
While Skippy's doing that,
I got it.
Oh,
We're good.
okay,
We're good.
okay then.
All right. I can stop telling dad jokes anytime I want to. But he really enjoys hearing them, so I don't think I'll quit just yet.
That's a good one.
No wonder Finland won so many Formula One races. They own the finish line.
Ha!
Ta. Just
That's
get
funny.
a ta. Alright. I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. That's funny. To the man who invented zero, thanks for nothing. Come on, man. Alright. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a bicycle and a nicely dressed man on a tricycle? A tire. Which one was the best? I think it was the
the
tire.
zero, that one or
The zero was also pretty fun.
Yeah, so you decide. You take it.
I like to the man who invented zero. I
Yeah,
haven't heard that
was
once. So that's pretty
hilarious.
funny. That's funny.
All right, so
Time for
funny.
football. All right, so I'm
right.
actually excited about this one now because first game happened. But we're gonna go through Washington football team first.
Yes, sir. Taylor Heineke impresses on Thursday practice, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Washington hosted a practice Friday night at FedEx Field. More people showed up to this practice than a usual home game in the past few years. So things are looking pretty good for attendance. What I'm wondering is, what will the combination of Terry McLaurin, Adam Humphries, De'Ami Brown, and Curtis Samuel prove this year for the wide receiver core?
We'll see.
The thing is, we have the wide receivers. My question is, do we have the quarterback who could throw to them? I think
probably
Ryan Fitzpatrick has been really good these past few years.
Yeah.
While he's not top 5, he's been a steady top 15, maybe borderline top 10 quarterback for the past few years.
Yeah, it's not like he's been bad, but he's not bad. He's just there.
he's
consistent.
He is a what's the word? He is a serviceable quarterback who has helped teams, and he can help us.
Yeah.
But the question is right here. Washington is going to make the playoffs if they can stay healthy. The question is, can they stay healthy? They need that defensive core to stay healthy. We need Chase Young. We need Montez Sweat. We need Jonathan Allen. We need Daron Payne. We need these guys to stay healthy, and we need the offensive line to stay healthy. We cannot have these practice squad guys on the offensive line because this happens year after year after year. And that's what happened in 2018. In 2018, we started off really good, but then we had a game against Atlanta where the offensive line got absolutely destroyed. Mm-hmm. It held up against Tampa Bay the next week, but then when we played Houston, the offensive line was so bad that Alex Smith kept getting sacked, and that's what caused his leg to break.
Yeah. So Steelers, we did pretty good. So for the Hall of Fame game, it was Pittsburgh versus Dallas. Destroyed him 16-3. Let's go.
Take that, Dallas.
Actually, get out of here, Dallas. So Ben did not play in that game. I forgot why, because this was like last week, but
It's the first preseason game. I don't think they have the starters in there.
I think it was it was Mason Rudolph who was throwing, and he got 6 out of 9 with 84 yards. Dwayne Haskin also went. He got 8 out of 13 with 54 yards, and Josh Dobbs with 4 and 6 with 27 yards. So we had a bunch of quarterbacks trying him out. Still ended up winning. Chase Claypool had one of the best days for a wide receiver with 3 receptions and 62 yards.
Oh, that's pretty
actually
good
cool.
that he had some
And in his NFL debut, Najee Harris had 7 carries with 22 yards. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And this week was also the Hall of Fame induction weekend. Steelers had a hydra of people inducted. I don't even know what that word means, but I'm sure I'll get told off later.
Means like a lot of people.
The more you learn. This is now an educational podcast. All right. So we have Troy. Oh, good Lord. Come on. Why?
Polumolu.
Yeah. So Troy Polumolu. That's fun to say. Bill Cower, Donnie Shell, Bill Nunn, and Alan. I'm gonna offend some people here. Faneca. Yeah. Hopefully that's right. This makes them tied with the Packers with the second most members, who primarily spent their career with franchises who have been enshrined. Only the Bears have more.
Ooh.
So yeah.
So in other NFL news, we have something interesting go on in New York. The Giants had a brawl in training camp with Daniel Jones at the bottom. What does it say about your team if you had a giant brawl and your quarterback was at the bottom of the dog pile?
That's how you break an arm right there.
Yeah. So also Darius Leonard re-signs with Indy for $99 million in 5 years, making him a higher paid inside linebacker. He's making $99 million. We're not making anything.
I'm making at least 1 penny a week, people. This man's making
$99 million.
Jeez, that's what we call a lot. Like, holy
cow. Let's talk about the Olympics. So
yeah,
Saturday night, the U.S. got 3 gold medals in the last night to overtake China. U.S. is the best. The comeback kids. Let's go, America.
Go China.
All right. So we ended with the most medals at 113 versus China's 88. They had the most golds at 39, barely edging China's 38.
Yeah. So we beat them and everything, but the gold was a bit too close.
We could not quite beat Japan in the gold medal baseball game, but that was without the Major League Baseball peeps. So what does that say about USA's baseball power if we made the gold medal game with just I'm not sure if these guys are minor leaguers, but these guys are not major leaguers.
Yeah.
I mean, we're second in the world without our best guys. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's good job, USA. We also have Team USA Women's Hoops win their 7th straight gold medal. So good job.
Yay.
Good job.
That's really
And we also have Team USA Men's Hopes. I just like saying the word hopes. It's fun. Won the gold medal for their 4th straight. So
that's
good job. Cool. Good job.
Allison Felix became the most decorated American track and field athlete in Olympic history. She surpassed Carl Lewis with 11 medals. And also, USA women's volleyball wins the gold for the first time in their history. So that's really cool.
Yo.
All right.
That's good.
We have a new big segment. We are doing college football. So we're going to roll through the rankings. Alabama's in 1st, Oklahoma 2nd, Clemson 3rd, Georgia 4th, Ohio State 5th, Texas A&M 6th, Iowa State 7th. What does that mean? because Texas and Oklahoma are out of the SEC, and they had specifically said that they're not going to be having 3 SEC teams in the playoff. So Iowa State is going to be one of those top dogs on that borderline of making it to the playoffs. So we got Oregon in 8th, Notre Dame in 9th, North Carolina in 10th. That's pretty cool. Cincinnati in 11th, Florida in 12th, USC in 13th. They're my dark horse pick to make it to the playoff if they can do good things in the Pac-12. Yeah. LSU in 14th, Miami in 15th, Wisconsin in 16th, Indiana in 17th, Iowa in 18th, Washington in 19th. No, not the NFL Washington, another Washington. This one's in bold because we're covering them more closely. Penn State in 20th. Texas in 21st. Coastal Carolina in 22nd. Louisiana in 23rd. Ole Miss in 24th. And Arizona State in 25th. So in news, we have Virginia Tech. The injury report is almost empty heading into fall camp, so that is really cool. In UVA, UVA picks up dynamic quarterback Lenore Sellers. And that's what I'm scared of. He could cause a lot of chaos for the rest of the ACC.
Normally, UVA doesn't do too hard in college football, but we'll see how they do this year.
Penn State, the Lions.
For basketball people.
The Lions hit the pool on Thursday, and it seems they had a blast.
Yeah. Let's go.
In Maryland, what will Talia Tagovailoa do with the Terps this season? Do you think he'll have a chance to match his brother's prowess?
Maybe.
Because, I do not think he is going to win the Heisman like Tua did. But the fact that he's sticking around with a subpar Maryland Terrapins team, I think that's really respectful of him, that loyalty.
Yeah.
Because, so I do not see Maryland winning a ton of games this year, but maybe they'll have a huge comeback like they did last year.
We'll see.
That game against Minnesota last year, that was absolutely amazing, that comeback. Where they rallied back at the end, and then in like double overtime or something like that, Minnesota missed the extra point. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
So also, this one is a family thing, so we gotta. That's why we gotta cover them. They're the Marshall Thundering Herd. They're the smaller college, but they're really cool in the Conference USA. The Thundering Herd had a day off on Tuesday to also hit the pool, and it seems they hogged the water slide. Come on, Marshall. I love you guys, but you got to share the water slide, you know? Big T loves the water slides. Come on.
You can't steal the water slides. True story. I do actually. So I wasted like half my time at King's Dominion at the water park, and I got so annoyed. I'm never going. Listen, I like water slides, but when it comes to it, would you rather ride a roller coaster or a water slide?
Probably the roller coaster.
Exactly.
Oh, was this the King's Dominion trip with the church?
Yeah. So all the boys wanted to go to the water park, and I'm like, okay, we can do that.
Hold on.
And listen, I didn't have a baby suit,
hold on. Pause the recording. Was Pedro in that?
No, it was all middle school boys because high schoolers can go by themselves. So it was Peter, Matthew, and Gino.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, continue.
All right. So, water slides are cool. So West Virginia, are they the Big 12 favorite if they can take down Oklahoma State and Iowa State? If Iowa State is not what we think it is, the West Virginia versus Oklahoma State could be the conference game of the year.
Yeah.
So, who do you think will win the national championship this year?
I'm looking at it. And I still don't know. Of course, I want Penn State to win. I'm obliged to do that. But
yeah, you're supposed to root for the home team.
If we're being honest, I don't know. We'll see.
Realistically, I think this is Ohio State's year.
Yeah.
Because Urban Meyer's out of town, if they can do something, they do it this year. If they don't, I think it's either going to be another Alabama versus Clemson game in the national championship.
Probably. Clemson did really well last year, so we'll see how they do.
Yeah. All right. So now let's roll right into Big T's NASCAR Minute. We got a lot of silly season news this week, which is NASCAR's free agency period. It was announced Tuesday that Ross Chastain will remain at Chip Ganassi/Trackhouse Racing Organization, but will switch from the number 42 to the number 1 car. What does this mean for 2004 champion Kurt Busch? Will 2311 Racing get a second charter for this seasoned veteran? We do not know. Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan are saying that they might race a second car without this charter and go either way. So, on the track, Austin Hill wins the Truck Series race that was lightninged out, and then Ty Gibbs won the Xfinity race. In the Cup Series race, Chase Elliott started from the back and had a flat tire, which would eventually be his downfall, as he could only charge his amazing comeback up to only second place. On a good note, though, it was his teammate Kyle Larson to grab the win. So next week is at the Indianapolis Road Course, and golly, that is going to be hectic. Last year, they had an Xfinity race there last year. That was one of the most hectic races. If 2020 was a NASCAR race, it would have been that race.
That's funny.
Either that one or the rain race at the Roval. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
All right, so that's about it for NASCAR. So
let's have over to Potato of the Week. All right, so for Potato of the Week, this was a dog play. So French runner Marad. Oh, goodness gracious.
That's to call him a French dude.
Yeah, so the French dude, during the men's marathon, he knocked over a row of water bottles. So you know how they have like the water tables?
Yeah.
So this guy, so as he was running, he knocked all of them over and just grabbed the last one.
That
the
really
racers behind
dirty.
him can't.
That's
He
dirty.
was probably like, ho, 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 ho.
I remember one time I did a 5K with the church. It was at the park. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
And then your mom was running the water tables. And then, so had something like that happened to me, I would be very, very mad at French runner. So, yeah.
Yes, yeah, come on, French runner. That was a dog play right there.
Yeah.
We also have Rom Tittle. We're just going to slap on Nationals and Pirates because they're getting their butts whooped. Actually, you know what? Nationals pitching. Pitching game needs to be picked up. Pitching game needs to be picked up. All right, so instead of doing a sweep tier of the week, we're just going to do a remembrance. So, longtime Florida State football coach Bobby Bowden passed away on Saturday.
He coached at Florida State from 1976 until he retired in 2009. In that span, his only losing season was his first, with a 5-6 record. Bowden led his teams to bowl games for 27 consecutive seasons, including a remarkable 15 straight appearances in the prestigious New Year's Day Bowl contest. At one point, Bowden's team won 11 consecutive bowl games over that stretch. He's the only coach in NCAA history to lead teams to 14 straight seasons with 10 victories or more. So
that
may
is
Bobby
really
Bowden rest in peace, and thoughts and prayers for the Bowden family.
We
Back
also have a steep potato number 2, which is a new one, which we don't have often. So wait, this is new. I need to go watch this. All right. I'm watching it right now. What is this?
What? What's happening?
What the heck? Of the ball girl from the Dodgers who tackled a fan running across the field away from security. So I just watched that. Jeez.
What in the world?
Watch that again. So ball girl tackled the fan apparently. There was a whole line of security coming at him. Jeez. This guy.
Holy moly.
We didn't see this. I didn't even know it was going.
Whoa, that's a straight up tackle.
He dived into the He dived into the crowd.
Holy cow. Okay, we're going to take a 23-second break, and we need the editor to put that on the YouTube, please.
Yes. So we also that was insane. So we have Silly Goose of the Week. With USA coming home, beating out China, Japan, all of them. getting first. We have 39 gold medals, 41 silvers, and 33 bronze.
Yay!
And something we did forget to do, which I did not tell Big T about. So, Stafford Warriors, the local baseball, the 6C18 baseball team who went to the World Series.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we did not come home with the victory. But you know what? We won divisional. They won regional. We got everything but the last World Series. So
Hey,
you
but
know
that's
what?
okay. So we just want to say great
Applaud our
job to all you
homeboys.
guys.
Congratulations.
You guys know who you are.
That was good.
Nice job,
Good job.
guys. We're proud of you. So,
All
all right. So Big T has an idea. Well, it was an idea that I only told you about like 10 minutes before we even recorded. So Big T's music notes. Okay, Big T is not singing, okay? But I will be
That's
the
a first.
eye in the sky on interesting stuff in the music charts, like broken records and stuff like that. So, Olivia Rodrigo has 2 songs on the Radio Hot 100 Top 5 with Deja Vu and Good For You at 3 and 5 respectively. She's only a few years older than
this.
She's only a few years older than us and is insanely popular. Big T can't even get 20 likes on an Instagram cover song.
Nor can you do an Instagram cover song.
Yeah. So,
all right. Yeah, so we'll see how that segment goes.
I also think that is the first time someone has had 2 in the top 5 since Taylor Swift in 2014, but I do not have those stats right in front of me. So, all right, Skippy,
so before we end the episode, announcement, join our fantasy football league. I believe you have about 4 slots left. Join Discord.
I can open it up. I can open it up more. I can change the settings.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, we can change the settings if people start joining. So we have 4 spots left at the moment. We can always make more. But join our Discord server, link in the description. Go down, fantasy football, click on that channel. Join the football league. It'll be fun. We'll be doing it all season. It is free, so you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah. If you don't have Discord, Discord, just
I believe
just
the
DM
schedule.
us
I believe I'll probably put the link on it in the description, or DM Timmy on or DM Big T on Instagram. Okay.
Or the
so
Goose account.
So join or not, but join. I think the draft will
join
be
or
somewhere.
we'll take your cookies.
Yes.
Yeah, the draft will be a week before the regular season, so
we need to schedule that. All right. So thank you everyone for watching episode 13. Stay tuned for AWAD on the episode next week. All right. Sayonara, people. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, or you will be a absolute potato,
right?
like the French runner season. It is free, so you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah. If you don't have Discord, Discord, just
I believe the
DM
schedule. I believe I'll probably put the link on it in the description, or DM Timmy on or DM Big T on Instagram. Okay.
Or the
so
Goose account.
So join or not, but join. I think the draft will be somewhere.
We'll take your cookies.
Yes.
Yeah, the draft will be a week before the regular season, so
we need to schedule that. All right. So thank you everyone for watching episode 13. Stay tuned for AWAD on the episode next week. All right. Sayonara, people. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, or you will be a absolute potato,
right?
like the French runner. Don't be a French runner.